Hare Krishna. So Arjuna is very nicely describing the universal form that he is seeing. Let's continue this theme and let's try to see what Arjuna is seeing. In Śloka number 18 and 19. Tvam akṣaraṁ paramam veditavyaṁ tvam asya viśvasya param nidhānam tvam avyayaḥ śāśvata-dharma-goptā sanātanas tvam puruṣo mato anādi-madhyāntam ananta-vīryam ananta-bāhuṁ śaśi-sūrya-netram paśyāmi tvam dīpta-hutāśa-vaktraṁ sva-tejasā viśvam idaṁ tapantam. So here now Arjuna is trying to describe about what he is seeing, and here he says tvam. In all the four lines we can see in Śloka number 18, he uses the word tvam. Again and again he is saying, you are, you are, you are. Tvam, you. First thing that he says, tvam akṣaraṁ paramam veditavyaṁ. You are known as the Supreme Brahman. You are the supreme primal objective. And then he says, tvam asya viśvasya param nidhānam. You, O Lord, you are the ultimate resting place of what? Of all these universes, And then here he says, tvam avyayaḥ. You are inexhaustible, O Lord. And then he says, sanātanas puruṣo. You are the oldest Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then, very important point, he says, śāśvata-dharma-goptā. You are the maintainer. He's the Gopta, is the maintainer of the eternal religion. And then, he finally, at the end, he says, mato, this is my opinion. Now here it's a very nice thing to see that Arjuna, after seeing the inconceivable potency of the Lord, the unlimited power of the Lord, he's convinced completely of Krishna being the puruṣo, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And here, it's almost like he's concluding saying, yes, I'm convinced that you are the Supreme Person. Now many times people in this world, they have this question that why Krishna is Supreme? Now since we are not qualified, we will not get to see the universal form of Krishna. But at least by reading these verses, we should understand that how Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Bhagavad-gita, throughout, it is proved that how Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Arjuna quotes Narada, Vyasa, Sita, Devala Rishis, and he says that they all say that you are Supreme Personality of Godhead. Arjuna himself, now he is saying here, according to me, you are Supreme Personality of Godhead. Forget about all that. Krishna himself says, I am Supreme Personality of Godhead. In 7.7, Matta parataram na anyat kinchid asti dhananjaya. There is no one superior to me. I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Aham sarvasya prabhavaha. I am the source of everything that exists. Now, even after going through the entire Bhagavad-gita, if a person is confused about Krishna being the Supreme Personality of Godhead or not, then we can understand that he is lacking spiritual punya or sukriti. This is what is the conclusion that we can get. And also, it's a very nice thing. In previous shloka, shloka number 17, Arjuna is using a word aprameyam, that is immeasurable. Now, what is Arjuna trying to do in shloka number 18? He is saying that you're immeasurable. And in shloka number 18, he is trying to describe that immeasurable. This is called as inconceivable description of Arjuna seeing the inconceivable form of the inconceivable personality, Lord Sri Krishna. Continuing in shloka number 19. Now let's go to shloka number 19 and try to understand. He says, anādi-madhyāntam. He is saying that you are without origin, anādi, madhyanta, middle or end. And then he says, ananta-vīryam, your glory is unlimited. And then he says that ananta-bāhuṁ śaśi-sūrya-netram, ananta-bāhuṁ. Now, please note, already in one of the shlokas previously that we saw, in shloka number 16, he says aneka bahu. Now again he is saying here ananta-bāhuṁ. Same thing. You have got many arms, numberless, unlimited arms. And then he adds a point, śaśi-sūrya-netram. Śaśi-sūrya-netram is basically that the sun, moon, Shashi, and Surya, sun, are your netra, your eyes. And then here he's saying, paśyāmi tvam, I'm able to see, or I see you as dīpta-hutāśa-vaktraṁ. I see with blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, from your vaktra. And what is that blazing fire doing? Sva-tejasā viśvam idaṁ tapantam. It's burning this entire universe by your own radiance. Now this is really a very horrifying description, where the blazing fire is coming from the mouth and burning the entire universe. Before I describe about that, here the word anādi, ananta-bāhuṁ and all these things, see, it's already there. Why is Arjuna repeating? And in Sanskrit, whenever the repetition happens in the subsequent verses, that is considered as a fault. But now here, if it's a fault, then why is it there in this life manual? So here, very nice thing is given, a nice shloka which says, prasade vishmaye harshe dvi-trir uktah na dushyati. Yeah. So here it is said that dvi-trir uktah, the repetition of statements, dvi-tri, 2 or 3 times, due to prasade vishmaye harshe, due to joy, due to astonishment or kindness, is na dushyati, is not a fault. So here see, we have to understand what has happened with Arjuna. Arjuna has gone completely into the mode of, or into the rasa of adbhuta. He is filled with wonder. What he is seeing is completely excited. He is completely in ecstasy. And this mixture of so many feelings. And in this state, Arjuna is describing. So what will happen? He will repeat again and again, and so unlimited form. This side he sees something and he's talking. Maybe other side he is seeing and then he is describing. So in this way we see that these repetitions in these verses which Arjuna is speaking, they are not fault, but Arjuna's situation which is there is in maha vismaya rasa. He is in great astonishment, adbhuta, in a great wonder. And in that mood he is actually describing. Now here, this word virya is there, ananta-vīryam. Ananta-vīryam. So when we talk about the definition of Bhagavan given by Parashara Muni, so in that it is very clear that Bhagavan is the one who possesses 6 opulences. So when 6 opulences are there, so that personality is called as Bhagavan, and one of them is virya, that is strength, unlimited power. So this particular point here as ananta-vīryam that is given, it points to other 5 also. That is beauty, and then strength, and fame, and opulence, that is wealth, knowledge, renunciation. So these are the 6 opulences. And here just viryam is given, that is strength, but then it also points to all the other 5 as well. So here Arjuna is actually giving a definition of Bhagavan, ananta-vīryam, unlimited opulences that you have got, all the 6. And here he is also saying that śaśi-sūrya-netram. Now this is also very nice. In Brahma Samhita, Brahma is also describing something similar. He says, yakchakshuresha savita sakala grahana raja samasta suramurti rashesha tejaha. So he is making it very clear that yakchakshuresha savita sakala grahanam, your one of the eyes is sun. And what about the other one? Here Arjuna is saying it's the moon. And this sun and moon, they have some significance. It's like for the pious ones, the pious people or the devas who are living their life in accordance to Shastra, for them, Lord's eyes, they are like very, very soothing, like moon. And then in one of our Vaishnav songs, it is very, very nice, very nicely it is said, Nitai pada kamala Koti Chandra Sushitala. So here it says that, oh Lord, your lotus feet is actually giving so much of shitalta, so much of calmness, so much of coolness, like Koti Chandra, like crores and crores of moons. And here we can see the same description that the moon, like eyes of Krishna, they are giving a lot of soothing effect, lot of coolness to whom? All the ones who are in the category of devas. And who are devas? The ones who actually follow or ones who live their life in accordance with the Vedic scriptures. They are called as devas. And what about Surya? But obviously it is opposite. He is harsh like the sun. His eyes are harsh like the sun, to whom? The demons who disobey him. So this is what is very nicely given here. And here this description of dīpta-hutāśa-vaktraṁ, that is the fire coming from the mouth of the Lord, which is burning, sva-tejasā viśvam idaṁ tapantam, burning the entire universe, is actually the description of Krishna's Kala Rupa, Krishna's form of being time personified. This particular description is going to start now. In fact, it started in this verse. It will continue till the Śloka number 30. So in this way, we will see that how Krishna is the death personified, time personified in various ways. Now Arjuna has described this in Śloka number 18 and 19. Now let's continue to hear and see the description given by Arjuna even in the future verses. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,